everyone, and welcome back to the Trusted Car Products Testing Studio. Hopefully you've had a chance to check out part one of this ceramic coating feature where we looked at the Avalon King armour shield, which is on that side of the bonnet. You might wonder why I'm trying to keep laughter in here. We have done a little bit of preparation trying to make sense of the Chinese translations on Mr. Fix-It, which is the coating that we're looking at on this video, which we're going to be using on this half of the bonnet and comparing to the other ceramic. So Mr. Fix-It has gone viral across detailing forums, worldwide really. There's been horror stories of people ruining cars with it. As I said in the previous video, one of my customers in Autobeam, my detailing business, required a respray on his Alfa Romeo Brera because the coating, he used too much of it in a focused area, well actually all over the bonnet, and it not only ate through his clear coat but down into the paint pigment below itself. We tried wet sanding it off and we could not remove the coating. So this is going to be interesting. We're now going to have a look inside this box and basically see if it's as fearsome as has been made out online really, and put it through its paces. So it should be an interesting one. Okay, so the first thing that strikes you about this ceramic, which shouldn't really be surprising for a £1.70 product, is it doesn't really scream quality. The translations are quite literal as well. Straight away on the front of the box it says a unique of premium resins Crital Help Seal, protect for a full 12 months, which when you open the box and you're greeted with I'm already dropping it all, greeted with a bottle that says permanent protection and that says 12 months. I don't know which it's meant to be. So right, so inside the box we've got an instruction manual, which is a challenge in itself, which you'll see in just a moment. We've got the bottle of Auto Ceramics Coating Mr. Fix 9H, permanent protection, scratch resistance, looking very sinister indeed. And then we've got some very strange material, almost like a gauze, like a bandage type material, and then an applicator block which is notably thinner and cheaper feeling than other ones we've experienced. So at least they provide a kit, I guess, but it's not what you'd expect from a more established ceramic, shall we say. But let's have a proper look. Let's have a look at the instructions and let's have a go at putting it on this side of the caddy. Okay, so if we're honest, we don't really know if we're doing this right, and I think that might be part of the problem that people have been having and damaging their cars, because okay, I think the only way I can do this is to read out these instructions. So spray the appropriate amount of water onto the car body with a mist before drying. So I don't really see the point there, because you're putting water on and then removing the water straight away. And then spray 4 to 5 drops of plating solution onto a special sponge. Applying a crisscross pattern, follow-up process each time only 1 to 2 drops of plating liquid on the sponge can be, according to a certain order, evenly apply the whole car. With me so far? From the beginning of smearing time, about 5 minutes after the summer apparently, about 5 to 10 minutes after the winter, the first use of wet microfiber towel, the microfiber towel immersed in water forced to dry until dripping water. What? Sight, do not wipe too much force, shown in figure 2, the first circle, figure 3 in accordance with the direction of water flow straight line. Those are just the first 2 paragraphs of instructions of a full manual here. Being honest, me and Pete behind the camera, we cracked open the bottle before we filmed this video, and Pete's nose hairs have quite literally been burnt off. Worryingly, I couldn't smell anything, but suddenly went very dizzy and my vision actually went quite strange. So there are no safety instructions on this. I have heard rumours from detailers around the world that there are some quite nasty chemicals in this. The fact that within, 30 seconds would you say? We were unwell of opening the bottle, and I mean Pete, I took a proper sniff stupidly. I don't recommend you do that. Pete wasn't even holding it close to his face and felt unwell as well. We had to actually go outside for some air. So early impressions of this aren't good. We don't really understand the instructions. We're just going to follow vaguely what they tell us as best we can. But I can already see why so many people have had disasters with this. Hopefully we're not going to have a disaster, because I would like to retain my work plan. But we're going to just go for it. We're going to do it on a smallish area just in case things do go a little bit pear-shaped. But let's do it, let's go for it. Let's go. Right, okay, so in hindsight we've taken a couple of precautions. Safety mask is going on. Like I say, we felt very unwell early on. I would recommend this with all ceramic coatings, to be fair, but a lot of them are nowhere near as weird as that one was. The other precaution we've taken is we've actually masked off a much smaller area of the bonnet, just in case things go pear-shaped. Like I say, we've seen so many horror stories with this coating. This is my personal vehicle. I do want to use it again without having to respray the bonnet. So we've masked off about a sixth really of the area we were initially going to do. But it'll be enough for us to demonstrate it and do a bit of investigative ceramicking with it. So we'll let's do this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, I honestly have no idea what they mean by this, but they say to spray the area with water, which we're doing. And then for some bizarre reason, wipe it off. I'm not sure if this is some sort of primer for it somehow. I don't understand that, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not sure if that's a translation mishap, but we're following the instructions to a T. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the Mr. Fix-It. I'm a bit nervous about this, especially after how we went a minute ago. And get the Mr. Fix-It. Now, I have no idea of what this special sponge is that they talk of, but I'm guessing it's this cloth. We're going to put a few droplets on. Okay, that came out quite quickly. And we're just going to apply like a normal ceramic onto here. Whoa, okay, I'm getting the smell now. Before I didn't get the smell. Pete could smell it quite strongly. But I've just got a full-on whiff of the smell, and that's with the face mask on. So, whoa, blimey, you nearly had to use a beep then, Pete. It's a strong smell of this. Maybe you have to wake it up, because you shook it before you smelt it, didn't you? So, I've got to be honest, it goes on nicely. It's spreading nicely. If anything, it's going on smoother than a lot of ceramics I've used before, but that's probably me speaking too soon. Right, we're going to leave that now for the 5 minutes that they say you should, rather apprehensively. Now they say that we have to wet our microfiber before removal, so I'm going to wet the microfiber here. We're just going to soak this with water, and then in a couple of minutes time we'll remove that area and see, hopefully a nice clear panel. What I've seen before, I do not want to see here, solvent etching and damage to the clear coat. So fingers crossed, let's do this. Okay, so we've actually taken it off slightly. Well, no, we haven't really taken it off. I want to say we've taken it off earlier. We've gone on the summer timing for removal, which was 5 minutes. And I'm glad we did, because it's very sticky for removal. Very, very sticky, it's like treacle. Now I remember my customer with the Alfa Romeo who ruined his bonnet saying that he could not remove the product, it was like super glue. And he did it outside in the sunshine, so I dread to think what it was like. But being honest, I'm pretty confident I've just marred up all the paint taking that off, because that is taking effort to get it off, and that's with a wet microfiber like they advise. Well, we think they advise from what we can make of the translation. But we've done it, it's on, I think. Yeah, so it's a strange one this, because I'm struggling to talk because I'm having to wear a face mask and be very careful what I'm doing here. But the Mr. Fix-It is on in that area. We will monitor that area. We'll do some tests on social media over the coming weeks. And then we'll do a long-term durability test, much like we're doing with the Avalon King, and see what happens, really, see if there's any adverse reactions, and yeah, just monitor it, see what goes on. We might be pleasantly surprised. Okay guys, so thank you for watching this video. It's been somewhat of an eventful one. We didn't anticipate actually getting unwell from using the product. I don't really know how to summarise this. It's everything I expected it to be and worse. For £1.70 I knew it wasn't going to be any good. You simply cannot cut that many corners on quality at that price and expect it to be good. Like I say, normal ceramic coatings are anything from £50 to £150 normally for a quality coating. This is a 50th of that, at just over £1. We didn't expect it to make us unwell. The instructions are ineligible. We just cannot make sense of them. You sort of have to guess with the application, which is why I guess so many people have had the issues with application. So really I would say steer clear of this. If you see products like ceramic coatings that normally are applied by professionals for £1.70, don't be sucked into it. It's not worth the risk, and to be honest, the only thing that we can really advise you do if you have this product is stick it straight into the bin, because it's just not worth the risk. We're not going to be applying any more of that to any cars. I would rather pay 50 times the price and know that I'm going to have a safe process than save a packet and risk further down the line hundreds of pounds of damage to a car, if not thousands. So it's been interesting for us to do this because I have wanted to check that out for quite some time since it went viral online. But yeah, not for us at all. Probably the most frightening, I think is the right word, product we've ever used. A product that I didn't expect me to unsettle me quite as it did. But yeah, it's been interesting to use it. We will monitor it. We'll compare it to the Avalon King on the other half of the bonnet. Like I say, check out social media regularly. The YouTube channel will check in again at some point on with it. Thank you very much for watching the video. Hopefully I'm not going to die in my sleep tonight. I'm touching wood. But I do feel quite strange still. So smash that subscribe button because I've made myself unwell to do this video. So if you like what you saw, please hit that subscribe button. Please drop us a like. Drop us a dislike if you don't like what you saw. Tell us why though, so we can improve the videos. And we hope to see you guys soon. Thank you.